So yeah, Jennifer's right. So the future is on the pump. So we have biometrics for the pump van authentication. So we use the AI processor to shoot the infrared, penetrate your pump skin, check the vent pattern, to unlock door access control. So before I go deeper for introduction, let me talk about what Himax doing. So Himax is, we've been founded in 2001. So we've been in this industry 25 years. So we are a Nasdaq listed company. So feel free to buy our share. Yeah. So we've been doing very well in the automotive, especially the driver ICT com and other display solution. So since 2000, well, we have a couple. We are a global organization. 3 offices in the United States. 1 R&D center in Irvine, California. I'm based in Irvine, California. We have also one in Detroit and one in San Jose. So back to the 2000, we started with the driver license, as I mentioned. So we start kicking the automotive industry back to 2010. So we have a market share more than 40%. Since 2015, we start, finding the cutting edge technology like 3D structure line, like a 3D display, like LCOS, tiny LCOS, like a Google AR. That's our first generation. So, and of course, right now the tiny ML, teeny tiny, ultra low power AI processor. So when I talk about the AI, ultra low power AI processor, the white side is our trademark. So people running the face recognition, facial mesh, everything on the cloud or on the edge. But we only shoot that will be 1 watt or more than 500 watt. But we're looking for something running average under 10 milliwatt right here. Okay. So we can do a lot more AI model running on under 10 milliwatt. What do I mean? So we can run the facial mesh like the model from the Google Media Buyer. We can run a YOLO VA on our processor. We can do a lot more. Of course, the pump van authentication as well. So when we jump into, can we do the face recognition? Yes, we could do that. So sorry, I couldn't jump page. I have a technical problem. So when we start jumping to, our white side AI processor can use it for different category, vertical as well. So when we jump into the biometric security, we're only looking for like what's the pain point right now. So people use the 3D face recognition. What about the twins? Twins can shoot a camera. What about the young gen? The camera sensor is this high, but I have kids this high. They couldn't reach the sensor. What happened with the old gen with the fingerprint as well in the market? So old gen, like my in-law, they failed out the fingerprint. Like my son, like 60 years old, they don't have a good fingerprint. They couldn't access maybe 5 times, 1 of the 5 times. So we jump to think about how we can solve this one. So that's why we come up with the pump van authentication. It's contactless. It's not able to copy. So people try to, if you use fingerprint, people try to copy, use a tab to copy a fingerprint. But with a contactless pump van authentication, you couldn't do that. So the good thing that please know it's not pump print, it's a pump van. So I can tell how it looks like. You take a photo, so I can print out a picture, make a 3D circle, so I can fake the camera. But I don't know your van, right? So that's something that I can think about, that more higher security for the public, even the commercial as well, government based. So And the good thing is when we jump to AI, especially tiny machine learning, it can play very well with very small, tiny accurate showcase at the back, 2 different showcase. The inference time literally less than 100 milliseconds. So you can swipe your palm and you recognize. And the standby power is around 2 microwatt. So everything, the accuracy, talk about, that's something we very focus. So the accuracy right here, we talk about 1/1 million for the FAR. So that's pretty much like ours, the bank level, so the global entry level. So something we have a comparison as well. We passed a lot of certification. Those are 2 of them. One that's let me put on the glass. So SESI, so that's biometric security certification. For second level, that's PS. We passed this PSA class 2 as well. So you can see a lot of the specification. So what happens if you just wash your hand? Can you pass through the fingerprint? You couldn't. But palm back, no issue, because we didn't check the surface. So you have a mud on your hand. You have a surgical glove. So you see the ICU, they wash your hand. They wash your hand every single day because they need a badge to turn on camera and check X-ray. They have to take out the glove. But the surgical, the vent doesn't really matter because we have a very strong IR infrared LED. See through penetrate the glove, penetrate the skin, and see through, check the pump vent pattern. So that's something very useful for medical, especially the doctor or nurse as well. So this is a comparison for the biometric. Of course, we all know the Irish is one of the best. You see the accuracy, you see the high security, but the cost is not really very low, and not many people afford it. Also, it's not easy to use because you have to, and your iris into the certain camera, how you can do that. So voice, not good security level. Face, yeah, a little bit breathing maybe, but you can tell there's a pain point I just mentioned. And the fingerprint, not even mentioned as contact. So the vent, right now at this side, I didn't think about anything like really can cause an error, so I couldn't know. But that's some kind of comparison you can take into the consideration. And the accuracy comparison, you see the bottom 2, the iris retina, that's pretty good, but it's still our white side palm vein, FAR is better, a little bit better. So this can be used for the global entry, for the government, for the constant, for the immigration. Those kind of the very, very top secret level. So here's a use case you can think about. You use it for door lock, like I say, access control. Automotive, the cars start engine with your palm or open the door with your palm. You don't have to touch it. And even the gun safe at home, nobody can use it. The liveness check, that's something I want to mention as well. I put a liveness check that's 99.99, but actually, then without the circulation, it did not work. So we'll be more conservative, but the van really needs circulation. If people charge the palm, it doesn't really work. Yeah, but so that's the good thing of the palm van to check out. Okay, so our solution is, remember, it's an ultra low power AI. So we can, in the security industry, can run all different vertical, like I say. Security industry, we can do the central, very low power. So we can we can predict something happen. We can record the 5 seconds before the event happened. So people breaking your door, we not check the breaking image. We check it before they approach your house. So that's pre-rolling for using our white side. And if you only care, we can do the reduce the false detection. So that's most people care about 98% of the accuracy. If you only care about the animal, human, and vehicle, that's our solution, 98.5 accuracy. So that's if we jump into the security level. If we jump to the door lock access control level, this is something you can imagine. That's, okay, so like I said, this is YOLO VA public model. So and do the screen recording on our WiSi chip, no issue. And the right hand side, that's a facial match. It detected the 468 facial map on your face. That's incredible. People running this on the car before, like not too long, 2 years ago only. That's the media pipe funded by Google. That's the exact model they're using. But we just do the quantization into our smart chip. So another thing that's for the smart city, you can use the autometer to detect a car parking and charge without have people swipe the car, because we know, because we have AI, we check the car ID, we check the license plate. We know you are parking the property or you just like in and out. Sorry, okay. So smart city, autometer reader. You don't need, in the future, the utility don't have to send people to do the reading. You see on the bottom, that's a reading. We can do the analog, the reading and digital all together. So it's a one, I think that's a 0101. So you read it pretty easy for us. Okay, adoption. The upper right, that's our 500 unit shipping for one of the local customer. So we've been doing that. They use our first gen of the Wi-Fi. The down bottom one, that's the access control, which is adoption this year. So something you can see the demo at the back, same thing. On the left hand side, I just swap out, then you see that board come out and go back. So, and the auto lock, then I do the swap out. Okay, you open and close. So it's something you can play around. Okay, last but not least. So then, welcome to our booth. So ultra low power AI, if you want the 24/7 running with a battery-driven device, our solution will be a good choice. So welcome to our booth 24132. We have a lot of vertical demonstration for you. Thank you.